Good morning, or good afternoon actually, it's like 12:30. Welcome to Vlogmas day 9. I'm just taking my meds and I've got breakfast. Been awake a little while, but yeah, we've got 2 sleeping teenagers in my living room right now, so I'm chilling in my room in my duvet because I can. We had a very pleasant evening. I just felt so rubbish and so not up for doing anything particularly hard going. I ordered a steak-away pizza. We had a thing to celebrate, one of Ryan's friends, so that was nice. So yeah, so we did Pizza Hut and it was very lovely, and there is leftovers in the fridge, so I have a lazy meal today. Which is even better. Still feeling ropey, so yeah, that hasn't gone away. It's not still coughing just because I'm sat it. Oh, my lungs are so bad nowadays. Yeah, chilling out in bed, doing crochet on my jumper. I realise I'm already at the elbow, which is amazing, but yeah, been actually drinking water. I started this last night, it's halfway gone, and this is a 2-litre bottle, so yeah. Normal water I'm an arse to drink. Flavoured water I will chug it down, so you know. But yeah, I have got up and had a wash and done my teeth and all that kind of stuff, but then put my PJ shirt back on because it's that kind of day. I'm thinking today, obviously did the tree yesterday, so that's really nice to have got that done. I think I might leave out the bits that are going to go on the side and put all the Christmas stuff back in the cupboard now. And then I think I'm going to bleach my hair today, get that done, because then if I bleach it I can then cut the sides maybe tonight, have a nice shower, and then yeah, dye my hair. So I think that will be, yeah, might be today's mission. I'm going to bleach my hair, and if I can I will cut the sides and shower it. If not, I will cut sides tomorrow and shower. So I'm realistic in my abilities. Let me just chuck these meds down my colour. There we go. So yeah, but I was pleased I had the tree went yesterday. It looks really good. I like the, oh, it's a big bit. I like the icicles in the greenery. They're really cute. So yeah, yeah, it was just nice to crack on to get it done. So yeah, pleased I did get that done in the end. Very pleased to cancel the window person, because yeah, come January, my living room will feel less chaotic because it will have the bookcase in there, so that will have a whole load of stuff organised and sorted on it and near it. My brain is tired. It will also help, you know, all the festive stuff will be away. There will be a big clear space in my room because all the bags of Christmas stuff will be gone because they will be gifted. Clothes are temporary, they'll get put away. I did fold them and I put quite a chunk away yesterday, but yeah. Ryan's is the mission today, to get them put away. Yeah, it just works so much better and less stressful in having horrid stuff pass, you know. So yeah. Also, Let him do some other one and then we'll finish. It means we can organise Ryan's bags of stuff in his room and have it tidy up in there. So yeah, it just makes more sense. So, but please I've moved that. It was a bigger stress than I realised. Meant to be doing my heart rates this week, but I was lucky that I managed to borrow a blood pressure machine from my sister, but the cuff doesn't fit my arm, and I'm gonna go buy a cuff. So I'm gonna be like, nah, didn't manage it, tried. If you want to lend me a blood pressure machine, you know, with the right size cuff from the doctors, yeah, sure, but I'm not gonna go buy one. So just don't have the money for that right now, or at all really. Rather not. It's not something that's a big necessity. Nutri-Grain bars are so good. But yeah, so that's kind of today's plans. Is yeah, put the big festive box away, and then crack on with. Sorry, I just noticed my cardigan. The end bit's really out of whack. And then yeah, do my hair. I might try and do some washing up today. So, but I am realistic. I'm not saying I'm not crazy poorly, but then I just when I cough, it rattles my whole body, and I will say, my God, I ache so much. So I'm not gonna go nuts in my expectations of myself, but I'm gonna try and do something today. So it's realistic, really, isn't it? Crazy, I can't eat fruit because of textures, but I love so many fruit things. I really wish I could eat fruit, but honestly, I've tried so many times, and the texture throws me off in fruit. Doesn't matter what fruit. I think the only fruit I've tried that I can not mind very rarely now and then is an apple. But yeah, it is a funny thing. But yeah, for now this morning I'm gonna sit and catch up on a couple of YouTube videos. I mean, the one I've got up is like 40 minutes long, so it's a little weekly vlog. Yeah, see how much more of this cardio I can get done today. I did start a new project last night, but it's literally only 3-4 rows in. So, because I know this is not going to take me long, and I've really enjoyed the monotonousness of this. And obviously, we all know I am apparently a garment crocheter compared to anything else. So, although I've got 2 blankets, no, yeah, 2 blankets on the go at the moment. So yeah, one is my blanket for me, which is just personal. But the other one is my mum's birthday present, because I chatted with her and I said, do you mind if I stick Christmas, your blanket becomes birthday? She's like, it's such a good idea. Her birthday's the 11th of January, so yeah. Usually we get a whole load of stuff in the sale, but there's not loads of stuff she wants or needs. So yeah, so instead I'm gonna just, yeah, like my sister, I've not finished one of her Christmas presents. I finished 2.5 out of 4. She had the most, so yeah, but I've kind of rather sensibly split some stuff up and saved them for some bits when I just want to get it done, like my sister's bed runner. That is about a third, nearly half done. But bits like my mum's cardigan, not my mum's cardigan, my mum's blanket, I can sit quietly work on, and as my mum said, you know, we do birthday presents whenever we want, so she knows she's getting something, but it might not necessarily be on that date, which is very nice to be able to have that option. And my sister's birthday is in March, and for that I'm making her patchwork square cardigan. But I did finally, when I went round her house recently, I was like, well here, I need a cardigan you like the size of, so I can copy it and make it out of patchwork squares. So yes, what I'm going to do is take a whole load of photos of it with tape measures for the measurements, so I know all the sizing of it, and then use that to figure out the size of the squares and make her a patchwork cardigan like she showed me on Pinterest that she likes. Back when I even just was starting to crochet, she was like, oh my god, you could even make things like this, it's so cool. And yeah, so I've got lots of pictures of it saved, and I'm like, oh, I'll make a version of that. And I showed her the colour palette of all I've been collecting. It's just next to the side of my bed down there in a Tesco bag is all the wool. So yeah, so it's basically lots of sampler squares basically of lots of different stitches and patterns and colourways, and then putting them all together. God, I can feel and hear this thing in my voice. It shows that I am not well when I sound like this, but trying. Managed enough to do, you know. We've already succeeded. I've got out of bed, I had a wash, I brushed my teeth, you know. I've got fresh clothes on, although I'm going to repeat yesterday's PJ trousers because PJs have several days in them, and oh my god, they are so comfy. Those red stripy ones from Primark are insanely soft, so yeah. But I'll keep, this is obviously a fresh shirt, I'm going to keep this one on because obviously I'm going to bleach my hair. I don't mind get bleach on this, to be fair. It's cute, but it's not a wear it out cute level of pyjama. It is a big nightie. So yeah, so I will do my hair in this so I can be comfy. But yeah, so I'm going to go eat this second Nutrigrain because I can just chomp it down like a proper demon. And yeah, just keep working on, sorry the hook fell out, this crochet. So yeah, get working, get this second sleeve done, and then I can attach the, what am I going to do next on it? I might do the ribbing on the collar because then that's done, and then I can work on the body and then the ribbing for that kind of section. I don't know, I only want to make it a bit longer, I don't want to make it crazy long. But yeah, so I might work on making the length and then the stuff, because, you know, if there's leftover I can always just make some really freaking cute hats or a scarf. So yeah, but that's my plan, is yeah, to sit today, quietly crochet on this sleeve, and then yeah, put Christmas stuff back in the cupboard, and bleach my hair today because those roots are rooting, so it would be nice to have my hair refreshed. And as I've been saying, I really want it to have loads of purple in it and really be brighter, and then I can bleach down my eyebrows and yeah, feel much more me. You know, sometimes you almost need to trick yourself and sort of give a facade of feeling better for it to slowly sink in your brain to go, oh, well this is quite nice, this is a little, instead of, you know, a down, this is, was it a glimmer, people call them on TikTok or that, yeah, you get a little glimmer of nice. So it would be nice to, yeah, refresh this and feel a bit more myself again. So yeah, and maybe we might get up to a little bit of Christmas crafting today, because I have got bow garlands I could put together, and I have got paper chains I could start making. I did see someone that stapled the velvet ones together, so I don't necessarily have to hot glue them, so I might staple and do a little test, and if it works I might just staple them because I have a stapler and I have 2 boxes of staples still with it. So yeah, I might staple them because that would be a lot quicker, and less messy than hot glue. It's always the streaky bits, and I'll be honest, I always burn myself. So yeah, so we might get up to a wee bit of Christmas crafting later and start making some ceiling garlands. So that will be fun to do slowly but surely. So yeah, but for now, I'm gonna blob in bed and crochet. I don't know when those lot went to bed, so it will be, I don't know, they could be going to bed as late as 4:30 sometimes. So yeah, so yeah, so vlog might be up today, a smidgen later if it is, but just because we're having a slower day. But that is all okay. But yeah, might work on some, I might, you know, work on some garlands today. Maybe not putting them up, but I can work on making them. Because yeah, putting the icicles up, I'm like, oh, this is weird. And I thought having the bows I've bought swag along that wall would look really cute. And then all the ceiling's gonna be paper chains and drippy down stars. And I didn't put them in on the tree, those big metal stars I got from Asda. There were 6 of them, they were 50p. I didn't use them but on the tree, but I've kept them out. So they're, I think, going to hang from the ceiling as well, because I thought they would look really cute. They kind of blended in on the tree, so they would have just disappeared, but I think hanging up would look really cute with them. So yeah, so I'm going to use them as a ceiling decoration instead. So, and next time I'm in town, if I need to, I might pop to Asda and get a couple more, because, you know, I have a big ceiling. So, but we will see if they work or if I need them. But yeah. Did a click and collect on Primark because one of Ryan's friends, their Christmas present, I don't think it'll be in store anymore because it was a ghost face t-shirt, but they had it on click and collect, so I did that. There's that really cool cape cardigan I told you about. Obviously I haven't made it into Village store, but I've done a click and collect because I just have a feeling it's a cape cardigan, and instead of where it goes cape and then you've got like a little bit of sleeve, so it's just weirdly bowing, it's an actual sleeve covered by a cape, which is perfect. And it's black, so I can customise it. It has got gold, like sailor, like gold anchor buttons on, so the buttons will be changed. I can already tell you that, because on a black cardigan you can go colourful, so I'm thinking changing them for colourful buttons. And the joys of a cape, you can add a little trim, you can, yeah, so I couldn't really make it much more dopamine dressing and it be a cape and warm in the winter time. I did get it in a 2XL because it looked the quite fitting style cardigan, and I thought I want it a bit loose because I don't do cling. So yeah, so I got it in the biggest size, which was a 2XL, and as it is, my store isn't going to have them in store anyway, so if I went down to try and feel it or see that they didn't have it in, so I click and collected it. And I did also add on to it because now me and Ryan have both got, Ryan's now got a double bed obviously. We don't have a ton of double bed sheets, so I picked up a tartan. I'm not sure if it's brush cotton or not, but it's tartan, so it's really nice. A tartan bed sheet. So yeah, because I wanted a new festive bedsheet, and my bedding is currently green and red, and tartan is lovely. Ryan's sheet got changed fairly recently, so he's good with the one we got. And to be honest, he puts so many layers of blankets in it, he makes such a nest. He has a bit of a fuzzy one underneath it, and then he has, like me, pillows all around him. And then he has a blanket at the side, and then he has a blanket on top of him, and then a weighted blanket, and then a duvet. Can you understand now why I take away fuzzy things in the summer? Because he would do the same thing in the summer. So yeah, kind of have to ration the fuzz and fuzzy things in the summer, but yeah. So yeah, so I got myself a nice sheet for my bed, because in the new year I am going to get a new mattress. Mine is so broken. I'm going to tell you how broken because it's rather ridiculous. And my mum and my sister are already horrified at how busted my mattress is and I still sleep on it. So yeah, so in the new year that's a mission. I've got a little saving. I made a whole load of savings pots on my Monzo account for bits and pieces, so it's a bit easier to budget and organise my money in the new year. But I'm going to obviously start later in the week when my finances restart, because my finances don't go on the 1st, they go on the 11th. So yeah, so gonna work on that. But yeah, just, you know, one of those things. Yeah, we got a house savings pot on there because obviously we wanted to do photo frames for the hallway. We wanted to get a sofa because the one in the living room is busted. It's too small. It's great, but it's just too small. I want to get the supplies to Jet Branch chair. I found on one of my fabric shops online, it does really good velvet, stretchy velvet, which is great, you know, will be great for recovering things. So yeah, so we could recover it in a nice velvet, which will match the sofa, or be a complementary tone of red burgundy, so it's like in the same tone palette but not matching. And then we're going to buy the dye to make it oxblood dye, dyed it on the sides. We're going to get the new bookcase, we're going to get some storage for the shed, you know. Gonna work on putting Ryan's, when the windows are done, Ryan finished building his desk thing in his little work desk in his room, so then it gives a part of storage as well as, you know, how he wants it with lights properly in it and stuff like that. So yeah, so there's quite a few little house plans for the year. Also a big rug for the living room, that's on the cards as well. But for now, we're just going to work on keeping it tidy and organised and sorting through bits as and when we come across certain things. Like, I've been debating recently, I have 2 hand crank sewing machines. One I learnt to sew on, and there's another one I bought from a antique market. I've never used it. I have the stuff for it, I've never used it. It's very pretty, but I'm not someone to have it sitting on the side decoratively. It's sat in the case since I got it quite a few years ago now. So yeah, so I might sell them, or at least the one with the case and all the decorative bits. The other one doesn't have its case anymore. So yeah, might try and sell one of them, and I might donate the other one. Because if I learnt to sew on my one that was hodgepodge together out of 2 different sewing machines, I am sure someone else would really enjoy it, either aesthetically as a decoration or using it, you know. I'm quite happy for them to go and find a new home. And then it also, on the top of my fabric cupboard, gives a new either storage space to put sewing supplies, like my actual machine could then live up there, which I use, you know, and then take down. So it's a place for my sewing machine to live now we don't have the table. And I can sew a nice little cover to go on it so it doesn't get dusty and all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, I put away the Halloween decks up there that are usually out all year round, but I put them away because I thought it'd be nice to have a change up. And I've realised there is nothing wrong with changing decor seasonally. You can have the odd trinket that you have out for a bit, then put away, then get out the other trinket, then put that one away when that sort of seasonal bit's done. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of a change up of your things. You don't have to have everything you own always on display at the same time and that's it. It's nice to have a little swap round, and also then you get a refresh and decorating without spending any money, and you're using what you've already got. So yeah, it's the new sort of mantra my mum's been using, and it's definitely one that's going to go into the new year for me, is yeah, you shop your house. You look at what you've got, so you don't necessarily clear everything out, you know, just because you do it to what you truly love and will use. and then yeah, you shop your house, or you just swap things over, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's quite nice and normal. It's more better to swap over stuff than it is to get rid of stuff and then buy new, then get rid of stuff and buy new. So it makes me feel better in that I'm not throwing things away just because, but also I'm changing things, which is, you know, quite an evolution from someone who didn't do stuff to their house for 10 plus years because it was like almost ingrained in me, you don't change things, you know, which is ridiculous. So yeah, there's my little, you know, therapy moment this morning. So yeah, so there's some nice plans, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Given the new year, is I might try and sell one of my sewing machines, and I might donate the other one because someone could get a really good turn out of it. And yeah, would do, you know, charity really good. I'd take it down like air ambulance, probably not the big drop off, just put it in a wheelie trolley and take it to town, drop it off there, because yeah, I think it would, that's nice, because then whatever money I raise is helping someone who needs air ambulance, you know. So bearing in mind, you know, my dad died on his motorcycle, and the amount of horrible accidents happen in the colder season because it's the weather and all kinds of things, you know. If I could make the difference between someone getting saved quicker or not, I would happily be able to help with that. So that's, yeah, quite nice to be able to offer and help with there. I really need to go eat this other cereal bar, I'm starving. So I'm going to go finish eating my breakfast and keep watching this video and keep crocheting, and I'll catch up with you as we crack on a bit later in our day. But yeah, it's a very slow one today, but there is a pleasant chat. So at least today's video is longer than yesterday's. So yeah, I'll speak to you a bit later. Hello, I am back in my room. I have left it. I just went and did some washing up. We've still got teenagers, which is fine. But yeah, the day is ticking on. It's coming up to 3:15. I'm not being entirely honest. The bowl of washing up I did, it got me to a point of knackered enough I want to lay down. So I don't think we're going to manage anything big or organised, but I thought we could have some fun and try my new lip thing. It's Wonder Skin Wonder Blanding all day lip stain in the colour First Kiss. So yeah, I thought we'd try this because yeah, you apparently put it on and then you leave it for a minute or until it's dry and then you wipe it off. So I thought we could try it. I'll put it on, I'll let it dry and then I'll wipe it off, and we can see how it looks. So we'll start off first. Excuse if there's any like slight discoloration, a bit more obvious. When I'm poorly and my chest is bad, obviously my lips go a bit more blue. So yeah, but this is my lip colour beforehand. Not bad, you know, skin coloured. So let's put it on, because I know it's a really cool shiny blue. I am going to be a bit extra and just use my phone because I can't be asked to stand up to use the mirror. So that is how we're rolling. But yeah, it's this cool like shiny blue. See if it will show it without my face. But yeah, it does have a scent. It smells sort of makeup-y, if that makes sense. But excuse while I look at my phone and put this on. But yeah, the red yesterday was so good. I loved it. So I thought we'd try this one today. Nice and cold going on. I like yeah, applicator's pretty good as well. God, I feel like a 90s alt girl. Although I did go through a stage of really loving purple lipstick, so this isn't actually entirely out the odds for my kind of colour. I am being like extra careful putting it on, but that's pretty good, I think, on the levels of application. So yeah, we'll give it a minute or so to dry down, but it's very fun. That's the wind. My god, that wasn't nice. So yeah, so I think we're just going to leave it a minute and then we'll wipe it off, because I think that will be pretty good. So and I can feel it already drying, which is pretty good. Oh, my second meds alarm's about to go off. I should turn that off. I'll probably take my second alarm meds, but please tell me other people take set alarms for their meds, because otherwise how do you live? But yeah, my plans of being really, really productive today aren't going to happen because I just feel rough. So yeah, I can feel it drying now. So this is it dry. It's got my lip lines in it. Yeah, dry. So let's wipe it off. It says to use a damp thing. I'm going to use a little bit like that. Sorry if that's gross, but I don't use makeup remover because that'll take it off. And I've only got flavoured water, so. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Well, that's super easy to get off. I will say that. Oh, that's so pretty. Alright, in the lamp. And obviously if I left it longer it probably would develop a bit more, but... And it just, yeah. It's like I've got nothing on my lips. And see the colour difference. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's instant lazy effort. I used to really love lip stains before. Used to buy quite a lot off, like Japanese and Korean makeup places. So yeah, but I really like that. That's so cool. Okay, that gets 10 out of 10. And I love the colour. I am quite a fan of a deep pink. But any makeup where you put it on and you don't have to try is very good. Obviously, the red lipstick didn't last through eating 2/3 of a large Pizza Hut pizza last night. Nothing would last eating that, and it was boiling hot, so it was so good. So yeah, so I'm gonna have the leftovers of that for dinner tonight. I got barbecue chicken and bacon. But yeah, Ryan's friends are playing VR headset, and his friend has brought round a Oculus, yeah, that one. So yes, they're busy doing Beat Saber and playing games and bits. So I've done some washing up, so I feel better. I've brought the recycling bag up, and I've asked Ryan when he goes to town to take the cardboard recycling downstairs where the cardboard bin is. I did slightly have to snap at him about brushing his teeth because he was kind of snotty back to me. We had a long talk the other night about, you know, offering to help around the house because quite overwhelmed. So yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's the snot. But I really like that. That is very pretty. But yeah, I'm going to go back to crocheting because now I'm on row 30 and I've got to get to row 34 to get to the decreased ones, and then I decrease for 3 rows. So I am so near finishing the sleeve, and then I can start on the ribbing and then the sleeve will be done. So I think in reality today is a rest and crochet day again. But if I rest and crochet and I've done a little bit of organising, so I feel a bit less. Ugh. We have knives, we have forks, we have plates, we have the ability to eat a dinner. You know, life is good. I'm, yeah, cool to carry on with bits tomorrow, but yeah, this is why I'm like, can't do all the festive things all at once. It's just too exhausting, pre-poorly, let alone now with bug in system. So yeah, the fatiguing is real. It sucks. I don't like being tired. But yeah, so I'm gonna sit and crochet, and I've just actually got myself some little snacks of a Muller Light Greek style lemon yogurt and jelly and custard, because I am an adult. So I want a couple of Quality Street left over from last night, because I had a handful of my Quality Street. But yeah, so new lip products, 10 out of 10. They're not waiting until Christmas, I'll be entirely honest. These were, I just want them present to myself, because I am a bit self-indulgent sometimes, and this was very self-indulgent. But yeah, this lipstick, which is a stain, a tiny bit of mascara, dyed eyebrows, freshly dyed hair, comfy but looks smart outfit, instantly looks quite posh and nice, and I have put very tiny bit of effort in to look like a human being, so I think it's quite worth it. But yeah, I like this. Very cool. I might have to, in time, try out some other colours. So I think maybe a red stain or another one might be fun. But I do like this pink. This pink is quite often my go-to in liquid lipsticks. So yeah, sometimes it's worth trying out the posh influencer thing. Sometimes they're crap. Sometimes they're good. I'll give this one a good. If you want, obviously I'll catch up with you tomorrow on how it wears, but I like the look of it, and we'll test it again with pizza tonight. So, but obviously nothing's perfect, but I like the look of this, and honestly I can put lip balm on and I'm going to feel like I'm just wearing lip balm. So on the level of lazy but feel put together, 10 out of 10. So yeah, so there we go. I'm gonna go back to YouTube and crochet, because yes, and slightly laying down. Don't want to full on lay down, but slightly laying down. I want to schlump. So yeah, so I'm gonna round it off here. There's nothing more fun happening in the day apart from me wrapping up pizza and reheating pizza, which I'm sure you don't particularly want to watch. So there we go. But yeah, I like Ryan's friends, but I think I might have to give a week or so's break from anyone staying over. Just because, yeah, waking up, they made soup in the middle of the night again. Coffee spilt, but didn't say about it in the kitchen, thankfully, so it was wipeable. So yeah, nothing major, but you know when you're poorly, you're just like, oh, kitchen's already a shit pit. My battery's flashing, so I'm going to love you and leave you before I ramble about just small inconveniences that while I'm poorly feel massive. And yeah, I'll see beautiful people tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas, where hopefully we can get up to something festive again. But yeah, today's a rest day, so I'll see you later. Bye.